Look it up. Go eat, Michael.
What's up, y'all, man? Y'all ain't ready, man.
Yeah. Put the fork down, nigga.
Put the fork down.
Yeah,
Put the fork down.
yeah, he over there. He over
Ain't-
there going crazy
that's
over
from
there, man.
He wiping
that's
that grease
from
off his lips.
Man, yo, he don't even need no car mix tomorrow.
Straight up. He gonna do that super duty.
Boy,
He gonna be
y'all
chapped in the
silly.
mother.
Y'all silly. Uh, um, y'all ready, man? Is y'all ready or what,
Man,
bro?
well, you ready? Is you ready today? We ready, man. Ready. Been ready since this morning when I clocked in at 7. I've been ready, man. Been ready. I know cousin Bubba been ready too. Shit, he got his Ram shirt on.
yeah, yeah. I
All
stay.
right, let's go in. Welcome to episode Feva of the Fat Dudes Podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Dondo. I got my nephew Kendrick and my nephew Bubba in the building tonight. A lot went on this past week. We've had a lot of back and forth on what our content was gonna be this week. We always have a good brainstorming event. I really like those almost more than the show.
Yeah.
But let's go right into it. Um, College football playoffs was this past week. Um, hey, the ratings came out too. That was the fourth most watched Sugar Bowl in the history. Um, and that was the Texas Washington game, and that was kind of a late start.
Hmm.
The Alabama with Michigan game was it was in the top 10, I think, of all college football games ever watched. So ESPN got what they wanted out of it. College football, everybody was a winner by the teams they picked because one game went into overtime and one damn game came down to the last play. Uh, I was very impressed going back, and watching that um, Alabama Michigan game. I was
Hmm.
disappointed in Alabama not making the right adjustments and also not taking seizing the moment like we talked about that night. They had chances to put that game away and
Right.
left Michigan. That last drive to tie it. I mean, you seen Harbaugh. I mean, even though black dude calls it plays, but you seen Harbaugh at his best. He uh, the play calling down the stretch was really really good. I thought Michigan's offensive line looked like they had made Alabama a little tired. I don't know if y'all got that vibe off of it, but what did you think about that first game, Bubba?
The first game, I thought Michigan just showed that they was more physical, and they you can't stop the run, and I'm more impressed with JJ, the quarterback, because I didn't think he was that good, but I ain't gonna lie, man, he made some great plays in that last drive to even get him in that position to be in the game, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
so yeah, but now that running game is real, them
yeah,
linemen is real,
yeah.
Michigan is real. So, I got a homeboy, shout out to my boy Q. We've been going back and forth all year about OU Michigan, and hey, y'all did that. Y'all handled that business. So y'all there. Now hey, take it back to Ann Arbor now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So what'd you think about it, Kendrick?
Man, I felt the game. It was a hell of a game, fam, on both sides. It's just like you said, Alabama kind of, fumbled what they were trying to do and didn't make it up, so they lost, and Michigan took it away.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can say, yeah, that's a good take on it.
I will say though, man, that Michigan's defense didn't get too much credit, but they really held Melrose and
Yeah, they
just
did. They
like
did.
Yeah,
like they really had them boys like
Yeah.
really Graham, like the defensive tackle, like went crazy, So yeah, bro, they really disrupted everything that Alabama wanted to do.
Yeah, I agree. So in saying that and thinking about what I said, I do not want to discredit anything Michigan done because they play hardball football, which is a smash mouth brand of football. And I mean, offensive line, defensive line, they won that game for them, really. McCarthy made some plays here and there. The running back made a couple of plays here and there, but that offensive line and defensive line was the winners of that game to me. And going into the second game, I think Texas made way too many mistakes. And Penix, man, I'm throwing the ball. I ain't seen too many guys that accurate. Like he really can throw that ball.
you're
Like
Mhm.
right.
he puts that ball in places. I mean, he has 4 or 5 throws every game that you're just like, man, did you see that throw? Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
where
it's
he
hard to get a
placed
quarterback in
the
that
ball.
position that can do both
Like
things,
like
throw the ball
he
and run.
missed one during the game, and I said I don't normally see him miss something like that.
Right.
And then he went on a 10 or 11 straight completion streak where he was just, I mean, NFL guys had to been loving that,
Yeah,
you know.
I was more impressed with him when he stepped up from the blitz. Like
Yeah,
they he was stepping up and taking the
yeah,
He
shot
was
and
killing
delivering
it,
the
fam.
ball. Like
For
yeah,
real.
that's NFL play, bro. Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
it's gonna be times where that play is set up for you to take the shot, but that
yeah.
means you got one on one.
Hmm.
He made the play every time.
I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up being the CJ Stroud of the next draft. He don't go one. He probably won't go two. He probably falls to, maybe a team that already has a quarterback and wants him for the future. I could see Atlanta. Um,
He go to Atlanta. He playing next
yeah,
week.
yeah. Oh, I know, I know.
That's
I'm saying,
right.
I'm saying if he falls to, I don't know what pick they have, but if he falls to Atlanta, but I could see the Rams
Yeah,
taking him
for the
and letting
future.
him sit behind, Stafford for
Yeah,
2 years or something.
I
Uh,
like that too.
whoever takes him is getting a damn good quarterback that nobody's really talking about. I've seen some mock drafts where he's 5 and 6, a quarterback taken. That would drop him into the lower part of the draft. But hey, that kid is amazing. He made some plays, but it's crazy because Texas quarterback was concussed during that game. He
Yeah,
didn't.
he,
Have you seen that video? He didn't know where he was at the end of that
yeah.
game.
That
And they
that's why
probably, and if they would have had Malik or somebody still on the team, they didn't want to put Arch Manning out there, which I don't know why he's on the team if you don't want to put him out there.
they
Like,
didn't want
That's
to
right.
expose him on
yeah,
national stage.
yeah, yeah. But at that point, you got to put somebody in there that's healthy that could make. And he almost, I mean, he's inches away from
Yeah,
being in the national championship game.
yeah.
I mean, that ball was just a little high. Like, he get that ball a little lower, that dude's wide open. You know, I wouldn't say wide open, but he's there to make the catch. It just a little bit lower. But I was disappointed in the way Texas handled the ball, handled they. I mean, it always seems like when they get in the big game, they gonna do something. They almost kind of remind me of the Cowboys when they get in the big game. When they gotta play OU and the chips is on the line and they the favorite, here they come doing some bullshit, fumbling, niggas getting hurt,
Yeah.
shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this was prime for Texas to take that full next step. You know, you got to the playoffs. That's the first step, but you could have really made a step and actually got to the national championship and be playing Michigan and say you really are back, win or lose, you really are back. You playing for a national championship, you back. You know, now you going to the SEC next year, and there's so much uncertainty
They already
on
lost
how you,
Worthy. They already
yeah,
lost
you
Worthy
know.
today.
So I mean, Texas, I think blew a big chance. The window, I mean, I like what Sark's doing at Texas. He got a lot more talent, but this team is not going. I don't think they reload. I think next year is a setup year for the year after. I don't know what yours is gonna do. Um, it all depends on what he's gonna do, really.
Yeah.
It's crazy because yours should just really be, I think, in his what, second season. Didn't he come out of college, high school early?
He did. He went to Ohio State like
Yeah,
his
and
senior year of high school.
he fucked Ohio. And see, that's why Ohio State is scrambling because they took him in that draft class and
Yeah.
didn't take nobody else in that recruiting class. And so when he left, then the quarterback behind him leaves, so that leaves a huge void in a quarterback room. So a lot of people were saying that they wished he would have just stayed in high school, and you know what I'm saying.
And
Yeah.
And
finish.
yeah, he finished high school before he
Yeah,
went to Ohio State because he really stuck it to Ohio State by what he did.
yeah.
But um, who? So fast forward, uh, fast forward to our national championship picks.
I'm picking Washington.
Yeah, I'm going Washington because I think that they can spread them out a little bit more. Michigan DBs is real. You know, they can
Yeah,
cover the safeties is good. The D line is good, but you know, I think that they can spread them out. Pennis can make a couple throws, and it's gonna be a shootout because Washington ain't got no defense. So you know, Michigan might run for 200 yards on the ground. You know,
Yeah,
so but I think Penix make enough plays. I don't see it being a blowout, but I do think that Washington wins, you know, and it'll be a high scoring game, but it'll be close.
it'll be close, man. What you got to what you got to
It's
score?
I'm gonna say like a 37-32. It's gonna
37,
be it's
32.
gonna be high scoring. It's gonna be high scoring game.
what's up, Butch? Checking in with you. Appreciate you, boss.
Yes, sir.
Um, I'm gonna take Michigan. And
You
I'm
gonna take
mad I
Michigan
didn't
on that
take
one?
me. I'm kind of mad at myself for going against Harbaugh because y'all know that's my guy. But
Yeah.
I just thought Alabama, you know, with that much of a break would have been ready. But Harbaugh, man, Harbaugh showed them that, you know, things is real in the field. You know, he got that big offensive line, that big nasty offensive line. I think Michigan controls the pace, and I think they win by 10 points. I think it'll be a good game. I think Penix plays well. I look for one of his guys maybe to make a mistake in the game that cost him. Um, but I like Michigan. That's my pick for national championship, and then it sets up Harbaugh to do what he really want to do and come back to the NFL. Um, hate it for him, but Michigan fans can't be mad if he leaves you with a national championship. That's what you brought him in for. He's brought y'all back to prominence. Whoever takes over has got a, you know, keys to the Cadillac. You know, all
Yeah,
you got to
yeah,
do is
yeah.
just ride. So I'm gonna take Michigan. Um, another let's transition over to NFL.
Yeah.
Uh, week or what was last week? Was that
This is
week 17,
this
16,
this this is
17?
eight this is 18.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Week 17 last week was a pretty good week. San Francisco clinched home field. Eagles lost. Uh, looking at some games this week. And some scenarios. Bubba, what do you think about your team and where they land? San Francisco has already said they're gonna rest Purdy and uh McCaffrey.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to pull up the playoff picture right now because it's real tricky.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's
it's
tricky.
real tricky on who's gonna be there. Um,
AFC is
and
tricky.
the AFC is super tricky.
Yeah. NFC is kind of
Y'all look, yeah, y'all look like the Bucks. The Bucks is 8-8, and the Packers is. The Bucks play Carolina, which we don't know. Uh, you know,
they got to win though. Still,
yeah,
Yeah, they got
yeah,
to win,
yeah,
man.
yeah. Y'all got it. Y'all need a win.
we
Don't
clinched.
no. Y'all already clinched
Yeah,
playoffs, right?
yeah, we clinched. We Stafford's not playing. Cup ain't playing.
Yeah,
I think Puka might play. I don't know. I know Kyron's not playing. Really, it's just Wentz is starting, and go
yeah,
out there and just play. If we win, we win. We lose, we lose. We clinch.
yeah.
So,
So is is the Saints and the Buccaneers are both 8-8.
yep,
Saints have ATL, which is 7-9.
yep.
I think they're out of the
They
playoff mix.
I think they got a chance in a weird way.
Oh no, they on the bubble. They on the
They
bubble.
on the bubble, so they got to
Yeah, the
win.
Vikings is on the bubble. Seahawks is on the bubble. The
They
Saints
need
is
they
on the
need Green
bubble.
Bay to lose. Green Bay got to lose
Yeah,
for a couple of them, like the Seahawks to get in.
yeah.
Green Bay got to lose, and then it's out of Tampa Bay, and it's out of
Tampa Bay is trying to win because it's tricky because Tampa Bay and the Saints are tied. Well, Tampa Bay is in first place right now. Whoever wins that division will be the fourth seed.
yeah, and that's where it
Uh,
looks like it's where it looked like the five is
and
gonna go.
yeah, and then the Eagles and the Eagles got the Giants, and the Cowboys got Washington, which could be a tough game for them. Cowboys lose and they drop to fifth.
They dropped the five.
Um, yeah, so I mean it's a lot on in stake in week 18. Albert Belial, he talking about y'all can hop on the Raven train before takeoff.
Hey,
We ain't
hey,
talking about the Ravens right now,
That's
man.
now my
straight
my
up.
thing is though, is he always been a fan of the Ravens? I ain't never seen him
Oh,
with
okay.
no Raven sweater or
Uh, yeah,
jersey on. Don't jump on their train because they good.
yeah. Don't do it.
Don't do that.
They said,
I'm
don't
at,
do
I'm
that.
exposing all that. I'm gonna be like Cat Williams. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
Oh, that's
man.
how you feel this year in 2024?
Nah, I don't like that fake shit.
You don't like
If you been
that?
a fan of your team, rep your shit. Don't
Yeah.
don't 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 jump on. I don't do that bandwagon shit. Hey, rep your team. I rep OU.
Man,
I rep Thunder. I rep LA Rams. You ain't
man,
finna see me go jump on Dion shit. I don't do that.
Straight up.
I'm
man.
not. I don't do that. I'm a LA Ram fan. I'm a OU fan.
He say he got his first jersey this year. Chill.
It's
Albert,
I
all
ain't.
yeah,
love,
you about
Albert,
to.
man. We just
I
gotta,
Yeah,
I
we gotta
yeah.
talk shit,
We
man.
gotta fuck with you.
I
We
just
got to, man.
I had to say that, Albert. You
Yeah,
the homie, man.
yeah. Alec Marshall tapping in, laughing, hunting. Oh, sis Jackie, she say, "Be real,
You gotta be
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 real.
real.
real, be
Gotta
real."
be real. Shit.
Thanks for tapping in, Jackie.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to my
Ram,
mama.
Alec
Straight up.
Marshall said, "Yeah, shouts out to your mom, bro. She a real one."
A real one for sure.
Alec Marshall says Rams a sleeper team right
Hey
now.
man, you see what I stay repping? You see that?
Straight up.
See, I stay repping.
But we got some. So Minnesota at Detroit. Detroit. I mean, I don't know if they can can they fall any lower than the 3 seed? I don't think so. I don't think so. So Detroit might rest some guys.
They probably rest golf for sure.
Yeah, I mean
Saint
they could with a win they could probably go up to the 2 seed. Um, it all depends on who they want to match up with, but we don't know who the 7 seed is,
I think
so
I,
it's tricky.
I think they want the Stafford and Detroit game to happen to
Yeah,
Is that
where
what they want?
I feel like that's what the NFL want. Because what the NFL want, we ain't got we can't
yeah.
do nothing about that.
The thing of the
I think they want that scenario where Stafford go back to Detroit.
Go back to
yeah,
Detroit.
Cause since he been with us, we ain't never went to Detroit.
yeah, and then whoever loses the NFC East will most likely be traveling to Tampa.
Yep.
If Tampa wins that, the AFC is kind of set in stone. The first three, uh, Ravens, Dolphins, Chiefs, uh, Jaguars are in the hunt for fourth. In the AFC South, them and the Colts. Uh, Colts play Houston, who's on the bubble. Jaguars play Tennessee, whose season is pretty much done.
Yes, right.
The
South Michigan,
Bills
like
and
you say, Phil.
the big game is the Bills and
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 Dolphins
and Dolphins. That is for first place and and
in
and
division
and probably the
number
number
two
two
spot.
seed. Yeah, yeah. But so that's probably I think that might be the Sunday night game. Is that the Sunday night game? Yeah. So we ain't gonna find out to the playoffs till late that night. We ain't gonna find out the mix of so you know shouts out to the NFL for using the flex schedule this week.
Yeah,
They flexed
for
everything
real.
in the
They flip
perfect. So
everything.
you don't know what the hell's going on. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? Yeah. Coach Rogue, man, appreciate you, man. He say he love what you guys are doing. We appreciate you, Coach, man. Keep doing your thing. Shouts out to the Flagrant 2 podcast. I listened to y'all's new one today, man. You and my guy Okie Ball, man. Y'all put it down for all these kids, man. You run a really good organization. Rogue AAU team. He's got a son that plays basketball at UCO, man. Real good kid, man. Appreciate you, Ernie, for tapping in. Um, so fast forward, we've kind of talked a little bit about the playoff matchups, but we haven't really. It's hard to say who's gonna play who. We know the 49ers and the Ravens got to bye. Uh, who the Eagles, Cowboys got to win to get the 2 seed. If Cowboys lose, I think Detroit has a way to slide into the 2. Even if the Eagles, win the division, I think the Lions can go to 2. I think I'm correct about that. I'm not sure. I have to check,
I
but
think
this,
I think this out of the 2 and the 5 though. I think the East got the 2 seed locked up. But
oh, do they?
whoever lose go to
Okay,
5. They just gonna
okay,
swap 2 and 5.
yeah.
2 and
So,
5.
so the Lions is gonna stay at 3.
I think Lions is locked at 3. If I could be wrong, but I think they locked at the 3.
Okay, okay. And what about the AFC? They've got the Chiefs sitting around. Um, they got the Chiefs sitting around at
3. They at 3.
3. They gonna get a home game.
Yeah.
Um, but 2 on the road if they were to make it to the Super Bowl. I think it's tough sledding. I think the way the Chiefs season has went, maybe they can put it together. I don't know. I don't think Patrick Mahomes has enough weapons around him. I
He
think
ain't got
next season
he ain't got no wide
needs to
receiver.
be I think next season needs to be spent on weapons.
Yep.
You
On
need to get a
weapons.
backup tight end and 2 receivers and maybe another running back.
Yep, because Pacheco getting beat up now.
Yeah, maybe, because there's some guys coming out that's gonna surprise some people. that
Yeah.
you don't have to spend, first round money on. So I think they will, if they get sent home early, you gonna see a money spending spree by the Chiefs, man.
Yeah, they gonna need it, fam.
I think they're gonna break the bank with spending. Uh, they missed Tyreek. Is Tyreek still hurt? Is he playing this week? I know his house got burned. God bless that no one got hurt, but his house burned. I don't know if it burned to the ground, but it was on fire
On
a couple
fire.
of days ago. Yeah, yeah. So God bless that. Wasn't nobody hurt or anything. I think his wife was there when it happened. Shouts out to Billy Kozad, man. Appreciate you. He said, shout out to Fat Dudes Podcast. I always look forward to y'all's videos. Stay spooky, y'all.
Yeah,
No
yeah, yeah,
doubt,
yeah, yeah,
Billy.
yeah.
Yes.
Appreciate you, man. So, you know, it's hard. I guess next week we can even break down the playoff matchups even more right now. We're just wasting time. I'm not wasting time, but talking about scenarios that might not happen. We kind of, got a glimpse of what it could be, but we don't really know. So,
Yeah.
um, moving on. Uh, we've talked to we talked about uh oh yeah, Pro Bowl selections came out this week. Shouts out to my Niners with the most. They had 9 on the roster. Um, I think Bubba's college team. What did
Say,
they get?
say,
5 guys? Was it 5 guys I sent to you?
say my college team. Who my college team?
I don't know who your college team is,
Ah,
man.
yeah, he don't want to say. Yeah,
I don't
OU
know
had.
who
Oh,
you.
yeah,
You gotta
yeah,
tell me.
yeah. OU had about 5 or 6. You know
They
that.
had 5.
Oh,
Now
okay. Oh, okay.
don't try to give them an extra one. But
Yeah,
You
it
forgot
was
about his
some. It
college
was
team, fam?
man. I
yeah,
don't know who his college team is. Man, that nigga gotta remind me. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? He gotta remind me. But you know,
Miami have any?
one,
Okay, all right. I know Old State didn't have
one
none.
more than Oklahoma State.
uh,
We're starting to get the guys back in the NFL. We had a break of guys where, you know, it wasn't at one point we was running the league, but we've had a not down few years. Njoku got in. I was happy he did.
hey, he
Tight
went
end,
crazy the last 5 weeks.
yeah, and he got burnt up too, pretty bad, and played
Yeah,
that week.
yeah,
Um, it's hard to be the starting tight end. I mean, and honestly, it's hard to get in because you got Mandrews had a down year because of being hurt.
yeah,
If Mandrews plays the whole year, Njoku might not get in. I mean, Kelsey's gonna be
yeah,
penciled, and
yeah.
Kelsey to me ain't had a Pro Bowl year this year,
No,
not
he
by
didn't.
his standards,
His
but
name.
yeah, his
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
name
yeah,
got
yeah.
him there. But you looking at every year out, Mandrews, Kelsey, them are gonna be. I think they only take 2 tight ends, if I'm not mistaken. Um, they take 2 tight ends, and the 2 tight ends they took was Njoku and your boy Travis
Kelsey.
Kelsey. Yeah,
Kelsey.
yeah.
Swift.
So some of the
Travis Swift.
some of the snubs. Um, I was disappointed.
Brandon Ayuk. That's
Yeah, I was disappointed Ayuk didn't get in. I
Ayuk.
thought he was a show in, but I mean the 49ers got 9 in. The thing that not I wouldn't say upset me, but I was disappointed that Ayuk had 1,300 and some yards on. I think he's gonna get 100 catches this year, but it was absolutely. I thought he should have got in. He's only behind CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek Hill, um, as receivers. His catch percentage. Um, so he had a really really good season, man.
I felt
You
like
know,
he should have got in above Debo, in my opinion.
yeah. I mean, Debo's
Above
probably getting
Debo.
off. Debo's had some special games this year, but he's not had that dominant season
Right,
that you
right.
know. Another guy, Antoine Winfield's dad was upset because he was in a contract year and he didn't get denied. They actually took dude from what's the dude from Arizona? They took
Buddha.
him. Yeah, he didn't have no picks this year.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
Winfield.
disappointment. It was some Bradley Chubb I thought should have got in
Yeah,
outside linebacker. He had a good year. Um, some people was mad that Josh Allen didn't get in, but Josh Allen, he's sometime.
he had a lot of interceptions.
A guy that I really thought would have got in is from the Rams, and that's Kevin Dotson. I thought he had a really really good year. Um, you know, Guys like him don't really get a lot of credit because they play offensive line,
Right, but
but he really had a good season.
he
Uh,
solidified our line when we got him.
Yeah, yeah,
That,
he
that
did, and
trade
he's
from
young.
Pittsburgh.
He's young. He extended his career by maybe 4 or 5 years just by this year he had. I look
Yeah,
for him to be a better player in the future. Um, the the receiver from the Lions, Snub. Um,
St. Brown.
yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, I thought he played, but I mean, it's tough sledding. It's kind of like what we talked about with uh it's kind of what we talked about with um Ayuk not getting in. It's tough sledding that wide receiver. There's not
Yeah.
enough room. Craig, he just gotta say Miami's trash. You took me to the first Miami game I ever went to in Norman.
that that
That's
that's
how I became a fan.
that's my
Straight up.
uncle. That's
Yeah,
my big uncle
yeah,
right there. Talk
yeah.
crazy to him, Craig.
He
Okay.
ain't he ain't gonna get too much play with that talking about Miami shit. But anyways,
You don't like that,
so
huh, fam? You don't like that.
Craig got my nigga shook up.
nah.
Straight up, quick too.
That's my big bro. Much love, man. But you know, a lot of guys might not get to play in the Pro Bowl, so hopefully some of these guys get the nod. I don't know how guys' contracts is set up. I was looking at some end of the year stuff. Some guys that got a lot to play for this last week, incentives. Uh, OBJ's got a lot of incentives but I don't know if he'll play with the Ravens. Already have wrapped up number one seed, but he had about 4 or 5 incentives that he could reach with some other guys. It's crazy because sometimes them teams won't let you get them incentives. Yeah, I seen a deal. Shouts out to Shannon Sharp. Club Shay Shay is getting a lot of play this week, but Shannon Sharp told a story about how he needed, I think, one catch and one more yard, and he never got the ball thrown to him the rest of the game or some shit. So teams will do you dirty sometimes in that last week. I'm thinking that this coming up week is going to be a really good week of football that will set the tone for the playoffs because to me you can't really say who's going to go to the Super Bowl, even though everybody's saying 49ers, Ravens. When you get to the playoffs, bro, you got to play.
Yeah,
Boy,
you
You
got to
can't
show
turn
up and
over the
play.
ball. You can't have a bad game. You can't be off a game. And there's some teams that can come and sting you. Like the Lions is a team that I would not want to play. I mean, y'all can match up with the Lions good, the Rams, because y'all got them young players that's hard to game plan for. You don't have a lot of film on them. I mean, I would absolutely, take y'all in a matchup like that. I would think y'all would have, something to bring to the table. But I think there's teams like In the AFC, the Bills is just, who wants to play them in the
Yeah,
playoffs? You know what
Cleveland,
I'm saying?
Cleveland.
Cleveland, yeah, like it's gonna be some teams that you don't want to run into in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So because it's been a up and I wouldn't say up and down, but it's kind of been, you better bring your A game every week, or you gonna get your ass kicked. NFL type year. Every team has had their ups and downs this year. I don't think no one's been dominant the whole year. So I'm anxious to see how this last week plays off. Um, Getting into we've talked football, we've talked uh, college, NFL. Um,
Who your rookie and defensive? Who your offensive rookie of the year and defensive rookie of the year?
I like Stroud. I also like your guy too. Uh,
You like? I think Puka gonna get it.
yeah, I like
Puka.
Puka. I like Puka. You know, I think uh defensively, man.
I like
What's
I, I like
what's
Will. I
what's
like Will.
what's dude from Seattle? DB, I think.
Witherspoon.
Yeah, I like him.
I like Witherspoon. I like Will Anderson from Houston.
Yeah,
I like him.
yeah, yeah. Anybody on your radar, Kendrick?
No.
Rook- Rookie of defensive year? He just wants somebody from O State to do something.
Yeah, yeah.
You already know,
You
man.
gotta watch
Shit.
somebody besides Oklahoma State, man.
In Dallas, nigga.
I'm gonna
Man,
start. Hey, this year, look,
Dallas
I'm
ain't
on
got a
all these
rookie on the
teams this
team,
year.
do
Look,
they?
new year, new me, and I'm gonna watch all the teams. But I'm still Oklahoma State fan, man. Y'all know that shit. Quit playing with me.
Man, Brian
Yeah.
Noah rises, nigga. Shit.
Man,
Ah, shit.
he just want
Yeah,
to stay in Stillwater in Dallas,
You
nigga.
hear me? That's it.
man.
I'm gonna be a cowboy, and I'm gonna go pop in Dallas. Shit.
Ah, oh man, good shit. But man, fast forwarding over to this past week, um, in the NBA, one of the biggest stories was the Thunder beating the Celtics. The Thunder team, man, they young, they explosive, they play as a team.
You're
I,
right.
I like I like their coach, how he ain't afraid of none of them guys. Seems like back in the day when the Thunder had KD and Russ,
Scott
man,
Brooks.
yeah, they was kind of scared of them guys. Like they was scared to it seems like this coach they got will set you down real quick if you ain't playing as a team, playing the scheme that they run. I've been really impressed in the last few games they played. I can't front. They're playing good ball. I still think it's early in the season.
And
Um,
everybody's scoring too,
it's
though.
still most teams still got close to 50 games left, which is a lot of
That's
games.
a lot of
You're
games.
right.
Yeah. But OKC with youth on their side, I still think they need
Yeah, we do. We need to go
a
get.
veteran to put with them guys to just show them how to, because like some nights, I mean, you're gonna bring it every night, but then you gotta save energy for them, back to backs or them back to back to backs.
Mm-hmm.
And they got a lot coming up. So, we'll see how they do down the stretch. Very impressed with the Thunder. I can't say, you know, anything bad about them right now. They're playing ball. SJ, what's the nigga name?
SGA.
SGA.
Hmm.
There was a lot of people saying he's top five.
It's
Uh,
tough.
He top five.
yeah, yeah. So, Billy Kozak saying Thunder got it this year. They're explosive. Hey, they are impressive. I just still think they need that veteran with that group. Someone like, even though he's out of the league, but someone like your boy that played for Golden State for a while, Iggy Dollar, or
Iguodala.
somebody like, I mean, they can't get Iggy Dollar obviously, but find someone of his not
Somebody
his
of his
caliber, but
character.
just to bring around that team and help mold that team to get them to because they're going to at least make it to the semis. But to push it to the lead, the conference finals or the finals, they're gonna need a guy that's been there and done that. You know what I'm saying? To kind of help them, you know, treat their bodies right, not be out partying. Honestly, I don't see a lot of partying going on from these guys. I mean, they may be, but like
You don't hear about
You would see KD them out. Harden especially when he was here.
it.
You see him out. You know what I'm saying? But these guys seem like they tapped in. They want to get better. They gonna bounce Giddy is what Jeremy up. Shouts out to Church, man. Jeremy
Yeah,
up Church.
yeah, man. I'm kind
Yeah,
of hearing that too, though. I'm hearing that he on the block with
yeah,
with some trades. I mean,
yeah,
with some draft picks for somebody
yeah.
big to come in. So I mean, and hey, if we got a bouncing, get him up out of there.
Man,
You know,
with the quickness.
because
Quickness.
OKC got hell, we got them there eight first round draft picks in the next 5-6
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
Use them. Shit.
But Butch
Yeah,
Paul say Goody get Butch Paul says Giddy's been shook on the road since his incident.
Yeah, they
Oh
boo
yeah,
him every time he touched the ball.
yeah.
man.
So it's crazy that they just overlooked that. Like,
They did.
I mean, honestly, I think the NBA's dropped the ball. They're trying to get people to forget about that, and it's not really working good. I,
Quick.
I don't see nothing good coming out of this situation. I think the NBA has a blemish on it because the NBA has suspended guys for less,
Yeah.
like just allegations. This was actually something that could be true, and it don't look like they're trying to find out the truth. Like how we haven't found out how actual in this days and times how actually old that girl was. Like it ain't hard to find that out. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? We live in a digital age, so
I
uh,
mean, it's weird, man, because so just like the post you sent me to my phone, Josh shooting in the stands, he's shooting, but
yeah,
Earl's Texas quarterback shooting in the stands, he having fun. They was doing the same
yeah,
thing.
Doing the
same here.
same thing,
They was
fam.
doing the same
No,
thing. So why the brother shooting and the other cat having fun?
yeah,
Man.
well,
We gotta treat everybody equal.
Yeah.
agreed,
Yeah.
agreed,
That's just being real.
agreed. Billy
Hey,
Billy Kozak.
Billy, I'm with that. I'm with that, Billy. I
He
like that.
said bring Westbrook back to OKC.
I
If
Yeah,
like
he
that.
if
yeah.
he
Y'all
if
need
he
somebody like
accepts his
that.
role, if he accepts his role and come off the bench and try to
I
don't
like
try to make it his team and understand where he's at in his career, that would be a good move. Come
that'd be
off
a
the
great
bench,
move. I like that,
yeah,
Billy.
yeah.
Yeah,
Craig
Westbrook
says
got the key to the city.
my brother say it's a color code on what you was speaking on.
He talking about probably some Dallas stuff.
No, he's
Don't
talking
start that.
about what you said about uh
Oh
Jaw.
I got you. Yeah.
yeah,
No, you right. It's a color code. You right.
yeah.
I
So
thought you was
and
talking
then
about some Dallas shit.
and then
Stop it.
and then Jeremy Upchurch says not forgotten, swept under the rug. That's why they are going to remove the problem. Okay, yeah, I can see them doing that, quietly through back channels, sending him somewhere.
Somebody will take
Maybe
him. He can do
Utah or somewhere could take him and clean up his image. I think his image is tarnished. And I like Giddy as a basketball player. Don't get me wrong. I think he can hoop.
it. He
Um,
can.
Yeah.
I really like his game. But you fucking on 15-year-olds and shit.
Yeah,
That
get
that
him out.
that shit that shit don't look good, bro. You can have any grown woman you want in the world. You in the NBA, and then you don't need to be fucking on no kids. You know
Man.
Yeah,
what
that
I'm
don't
saying?
even, that don't
I
even
ain't
make sense.
yeah, I ain't going for that. You know what I'm saying? But uh, you know, uh, it's 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 crazy that Minnesota and the Thunder are the two top teams in the West. The West is loaded right
I
now.
didn't see
I,
Minnesota being like that either. I'm gonna be
yeah,
honest.
yeah. The
They
West
came
is
out of
loaded.
nowhere.
The West is loaded right now. So
What's wrong with those Lakers?
Toast
them niggas,
cheese.
they just ain't bringing it every night, bro. Like they get everybody's best shot every night, and they don't step up to the plate. You know, we've
Man,
seen what they could be. They've lost 9 of the last 12. Um, they just some nights they just don't bring it there, or then they come and like they come to Oklahoma City on a Saturday night,
And,
prime
and,
night,
and go
and play
crazy.
ball. So I think they're just coasting because LeBron feels like if they get to the playoffs, they gonna be tough to be. Like last year,
They,
they
they
just
are though.
barely made it to the playoffs,
They
and then
are though.
they
They're
end
gonna be
up
hard
they
to beat.
end up in the conference finals, and they what was it? Did they get swept or was it 4-1?
It was 4-1.
They 4-1. You know, honestly, a game if they win game one of that series, it might could have been something, but they fell down the stretch and but I just think that's what they're doing right now. I think they're just coasting and they need to turn on the gas before it get too out of hand. They 17 and 18 right now. At one point they was like I don't know, 17 and 12. They've lost quite a bit of games in a row. They need to get it together. I seen a story this week about how the coach is they're losing he's losing the players is losing trust in the coach, stuff like that coming out. I don't want to see another coach fire. We done seen 3 coaches in
yeah.
LeBron's tenure in LA. Um, Finish out with the coach, man. Don't do that shit.
Yeah,
Uh,
let him finish, man.
yeah, yeah. So we got Mike Carter in the build here. We got to keep it 100 though. One just back from suspension for some minor but real gun NBA image issues. Yeah, I understand that too. Like about that, but I mean, if you go, we it's a dance they was doing. So I mean, I don't see Josh shouldn't have did it, but at the same time, it's like if you gonna hold his feet to the fire, how's it this other kid is having fun doing it? Like I don't understand that part of it.
Treat them
You know,
equal.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So,
I
um,
see your point though, Mike. I ain't
yeah,
gonna lie.
I do see Mike's point in it.
I do.
I do, I really do.
And
And
that's
I
how a lot of
and I
people's
and
gonna
I,
see
and
his
when
point
Ja
too though.
did it, and when Ja did it, I said, why did he do that? Like knowing what he's going through right now, he shouldn't have did that. Wasn't the right time or the right dance or anything to be doing at the time.
Yeah.
And he knew what he was doing too. He knew what he was doing. So, I don't take Josh side and none of this. I'm just we just want to see a little bit more straight down the line. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna call it this way for that person, call it that way for this person too. It's kind of
Equality.
what it's kind of what we getting at. But
Make
yeah,
that shit equal.
so um in saying that, we're getting close to the end of episode 5. We talked about a lot. Um Now we're gonna get to was this Bubba's pick?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. This is mine, man.
this is
Me,
Bubba's pick.
me and my wife been going back and forth with this. She agrees with it, but a lot of people say spaghetti and fish don't go together. And man, when you make the spaghetti, you gotta have you some fried fish.
I agree. It just matters who makes it or where you get it from.
Yes.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. It can't be that out the can sauce. It's gotta be some kind of homemade mixture that you done mixed up, and the fish has to be crisp. It can't be
Chris,
soggy. It can't be too. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be seasoned a little. It's got to
And
have
you're
that.
gonna have to make that
It's
shit
got to
at
match.
home.
It's got to make. It's got to match up. I ain't ran into too many restaurants that can do it. It was one. Was it Trappers? I went to. I went to one time, and it was the special that day, and they fish was crisp. They had some fish and chips with spaghetti, and it was real good. But yeah, I would say it goes together, but it matters who's cooking it too.
I
Okay.
ain't never had it together, but shit, if I
Oh,
make it, y'all two niggas can
info.
come over and eat some shit.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, man, you gotta when you make spaghetti. I know you know most people have a salad and a piece of toast. That's
hmm
cool. Nigga, put you a piece of fish next to that.
Okay, 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 okay.
Do you put hot sauce on your fish and
You got
spaghetti?
to.
Or, oh, okay.
You got to
Extra
put the hot
parm.
sauce. You can never miss with hot sauce on that goddamn catfish, man.
Extra parm. Extra parm. Craig saying fish and spaghetti. Hell no. Mike.
Thank you, Mike. There
Yeah,
you go.
Mike saying yes. The hell it does go together.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I,
talking about,
I'm
baby.
a, I'm
Yeah,
a, I ain't gonna say it goes together. I'm gonna say it matters who cooks it
man, it
Who
goes
cooks it?
together, man. But
to
it,
me.
it, it do gotta be good spaghetti and good
Yeah,
fish.
yeah. So, um, I'm gonna take you up on cooking this one day, Bubba. Shit,
Yeah,
you done
we gonna
talked
have
up on it.
we gonna
You
have
done
to get in
talked up
the
on
lab.
it. We gonna see. Do you do the garlic bread with it or no?
Man, if you want it, I'll make the garlic bread. But honestly,
Straight up.
You don't
I be
need the garlic bread. You just fucking
nah,
with the
man.
fish and the
I
spaghetti, huh?
fish and spaghetti,
Hey,
man. That's all I need.
You heard it here first on Fat Dudes. Bubba say fish and spaghetti go together.
Fish and
You
spaghetti
heard me?
go together. My
And
boy
you
Mike
better
said,
not be
"Hell
trying to put
yeah,
no
it does."
tartar sauce on that fish, nigga.
Hell no, Louisiana, Louisiana, or hey, even Tabasco. I ain't even
Yeah.
tripping, man.
Craig say
Man.
fish and taters.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I'm with
Yeah.
that too, Unc. I'm with
Yeah,
that too,
yeah.
Unc. But
He say fish and taters. Yeah,
can't
fish
go
and
wrong with
chips.
that
Yeah,
either. Now,
and then Billy say, "Get your Gordon Ramsay on, Bubba."
yeah, man.
Straight up.
They call me, yeah. I'm the
Yeah,
ghetto Gordon Ramsay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Ghetto
straight
Gordon
up.
Ramsay.
Yeah,
Ghetto Gordon Ramsay in the building.
Gordon Ramsay place ain't big enough for what we eat, man. This little plates, I be
Man,
mad as hell when you want them plates.
man. It's
man, you went
on.
to Gordon Ramsay little ass foot. You been up there?
Ain't it one in OKC? Ain't it?
I heard they
Yeah, yeah,
have one up there.
Never been there.
yeah. The place was little.
You
Is
said
that what he
what,
said?
fam?
The place was little.
Nah, I'm just saying,
yeah,
you see stuff like that on TV, you see his little
yeah,
plates, and I'm like, man, I'd be mad as hell spending all that money on plate. Man, bullshit.
man.
I'm
No
a big
shit,
guy. I need something to eat.
man.
You don't want your little piece of steak, your filet
Nah, I'll be
mignon.
mad as hell, man. I want that little bitty quarter size steak.
I ain't gonna do nothing but piss you off.
Piss me off. Piss me
Oh
off,
man,
man.
Gordon Ramsay, man. I mean, if your food is good, sponsor us. Send us
Hey,
some
straight
food. Let us
up,
try it.
straight
Let us
up.
try it
I mean,
straight
we ain't
up.
gonna we gonna tell you the truth about, but don't
That's
send me
it.
no two pieces of lettuce with my salad and some of that shit. I be no like feed us. We some
Feed
fat
Yeah,
us.
dudes. Or like Cuz say, we ain't fat. We just big bone.
We
we
just big
big
up,
bone, fam.
man.
You hear me?
Yeah.
So shouts out to our sponsor tonight. I'm really proud of this girl. She did a lot to, live out of her dream of having her own restaurant. Brandy's Bar and Grill in Chickasha, 101 West Chickasha Avenue. You can go to Brandy's and get some good food. You also can see the leg lamp. It's right by Brandy's. A lot of people don't know where Brandy's is located. She's open for breakfast. Breakfast was good. Of course, everything on her menus, everything I've tried is good. The drinks at the bar when I was drinking was good. Every weekend she has some kind of event going on. I think we're gonna collab on a Super Bowl event. Hopefully, we get all that uh, settled in and get the details rolled out on that. Um, Jackie saying great job. Thank you, sis. We appreciate it.
Thank you,
Uh,
fam.
yeah, Craig saying next week later. Love you, big bro.
Yes, sir.
But But shouts out to Brandy's Bar and Grill. If you're ever in Chickasha, please stop by and see her. She's got a big heart. She worked a lot of years for J&W Grill, and helped, build. That place was already built up, but she helped make it feel like home when you came in there. So she does the same at her restaurant. Like I said, I'm proud of her. She's at 101 West Chickasha Avenue. They do to go orders too. Nice place to go in and eat. Um, like I said, I'm proud of her. I can go on for days about how she is as a person and the
Mhm.
things she do, but the food is good. Um, Butch J. Paul says he enjoyed the show, but he's out, fellas. He'll tap in next week. Holla. We know
Appreciate you.
you will,
Appreciate you.
Butch, man. We appreciate you, man.
Appreciate
Before we sign off, do y'all got anything? It's crazy because right before I got off work late and I was gonna go to Darko Grill and I didn't have no cash on me. So I had to come on home because the show was about to start, but I was trying to get me some Darko Grill before
Mm-hmm.
I came home. I'm gonna catch them though, man.
Patty
I,
Milk.
I was going
Man, I
for the
like when you
patty
say
melt or
that,
something,
man.
you know what I'm saying, or a salad or something. So but shouts out to Darko Grill. They always support our local businesses, in your area. Before we sign off, do y'all have anything y'all want to say?
Not too
Hey,
much. We got something to say, cousin Bubba.
hey, man, I got something to say.
Yeah.
Shout out to your spot in Chickasha, Roy's Barbecue. I ain't never had it.
Never had Royce.
That's never had Roy's.
Mm.
So all I'm seeing when I get on the book is Roy's is back open. You
But
got you
but
got what we
but
got.
let me state this, and I don't want to sound negative at all. Um, I'm not sure the involvement that uh, Miss Clara and Mr. Roy Bryan have in this place. Um, they're retired. A new guy opened it in the same name. I think he has some of the, from what I've told, he's got some of the same cooks. I'm waiting to go see and check out Roy's and see if it's close to what I like my mom said today, can't nobody cook like Roy. Roy was amazing. He was really a pioneer in the business world, uh, barbecue world. I liked going there getting the old style chopped beef and give me some waffle potatoes. I seen the waffle potatoes. A lot of people have said it tastes just like Roy's. I'm hoping it does, just for just to carry on his legacy, and Miss Clara's legacy. They always made you feel so good when you go in there, man. I used to like to just go in there and see him and talk to him. Food was always good, but yeah, I don't want to sound negative, but I just wanted to clear that up and make sure people know that Mr. Bryant and his wife have retired, um, and well worth it. Well, hell of a people, hell of a career. But a new guy is the one that's opening under the same name. It looks like it's booming. Tr called me earlier and he couldn't get in there. So.
Too
Uh,
damn tall. Shit.
oh man.
Right.
So
Shit.
when you do come down, we can meet there and go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, you know, like I said, he's got, from what I've told, some of the people that's worked at Roy's in the past. I'm hoping he does good. I don't want to sound negative at all. But just to clear that up, the Bryants are uh kind of like family to me. I grew up with them, friends with some. My brother was dating a girl in their family for quite some time when I was growing up. So, RIP to my big bro Tariq. That's his grandparents. Shouts out to Royce for reopening under new management, and hopefully they keep booming and keep that name alive because that was some good barbecue.
Yeah. Yeah.
So shouts out to them.
I'm like I said, man. I've been seeing it, so I'm just gonna have to try it though. That's what
Yeah,
I have to do. So,
yeah. So
so
next time you come down, we can meet up. We can meet up in Chickasha and do the damn thing. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even like chicken like that, man.
Oh man, there you go, man.
Here you
Y'all
go,
niggas need to
man.
get up off that old shit, man.
This thing-
Chickasha
hey,
ain't
we ain't
did
never liked
nothing to
chicken shit
y'all
like
niggas,
that, man. I
Yeah,
hate
man.
we hate driving through there.
Y'all
Yeah,
niggas is
I'm a darko nigga for life, man.
there. Y'all go
Straight
with
up.
that shit, man.
Nah, I'm
Wait.
playing. Man, all the homies in Chicken Shay, man, they my peoples, man.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. No doubt. But
He crazy.
I wouldn't expect nothing less than some shit talking when Chicken Shane and Darko was mentioned. You know,
You
Man,
got to.
fact,
You
it
got
fact,
just
to.
wouldn't be right. You know what I'm
fact,
saying? It wouldn't
facts.
be right. But man, appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man. Great show. I'm proud of the way y'all are picking up. I know that y'all might have been a little nervous when I came to y'all about doing the show because y'all hadn't really never done nothing like this. But I mean, y'all are turning into seasoned vets right before my eyes. I like the growth. I like the way y'all project yourself. Good, y'all have good topics. Y'all know how to talk on it. Everything ain't you know what I'm saying? So I'm
Yes.
really proud of y'all. Love y'all, man. We're gonna check out, man, and I'll text y'all and we'll talk soon. Thank y'all, man, and appreciate everybody that tuned in to Fat Dudes Podcast.
Appreciate y'all.
We'll be back next week.
Yep, yep.
All
See
right.
y'all. Love
All
y'all.
right. Love you too.
Yeah.